This is a construction related question. On the finish out on the property, I know you're getting redesigning the whole building and all. What is the tenant going to be responsible for? The entire interior, or interior electrical and plumbing is all going to have to be provided by us, or are y'all going to be partially responsible for some of that?
During the terminal development program, we're going to try to bring all the utilities to your lease line, and then you'll be responsible for extending them into your space and the interior finish out. Is that good? Okay.
Thank you. Storage space, limited. I don't know that we have a lot of storage space available. We may have some storage space with TDP.
Yeah, there will be some storage space available, but part of what we're doing in programming right now also is to program each of the spaces a little bit larger than we typically would to allow you maybe a little bit of room to store some product in the back of your space, maybe even have a little manager office or something like that in the back of your area to reduce the need for a separate space.
See, these guys are over here sitting over there giggling at us, and these are the guys that are doing the terminal. You guys want to introduce yourselves just to these people?
I'm Scott Slaughter. I'm actually the program implementation director, along with
Juan Sierra with URS.
Thank you. We're very glad they're here. They can answer pretty much any question that has to do with the terminal development program.
Okay, so the construction will take place at the same time the terminal's being renovated. So in other words, we'll be building out concession spaces at the same time. So if you have, I don't know how many spaces, could be a half a dozen or a dozen spaces in one phase. 60 spaces total. So, but each section would be 30, 20 spaces, 20. Okay, so you could have 20 plus construction companies in there at one time.
Right. Plus
Good luck.
Yeah, it's very similar to what we did in Terminal D. What else?
Would it be possible to build an attic or a cellar for storage space?
The answer is no. Good try. Is that it?
We are assessing in every way possible at any time that we can conceivably incorporate storage, and it may be at another section of the terminal, it may not be immediately in that section. We're looking at how do we come up with storage space where it's appropriate. We are really doing that. So, but let's not count on it, but we are certainly cognizant of the fact that there's a tremendous need there.
How about on the secure side, office space?
Limited. All the answers that we gave you on storage also go for the office space. It suggested that perhaps you might want to design at least some sort of office workstation within your location, maybe in the closet or something like that. 2 more questions? 2 more questions. Make them good ones. Okay, 1 question. Haley.
Will, when you guys shut down sections of the terminal at a time, will the outside of security be affected? Let's say if we have offices outside of security?
I think the best way to look at each section of the terminal, if you break it into thirds, we're actually going to pull it inside out. So right now, where you've got a demising line at security, we're going to take that all the way back to the gates and make that land side. So you'll have more flexibility there. One of the challenges, as this gentleman mentioned, is we're going to have multiple contractors there. And we're going to have to coordinate that very, very carefully. And that's what Kevin and his group are going to be working with our group on to make sure that that's as seamless as possible.
Okay, I want to thank you guys for coming today. Michael, do you have any last words?
Well, just announce that the next one will be a little longer.
We